Yeah, they should have left this movie in the dark.
In the dark. Keep the movie in the dark.
You never let it see the light of
Let's
day.
keep everybody in
Yeah.
the dark. Yeah, we can rattle some.
Just pick, editor, pick any one of those.
or use them all, whatever.
Or use them all. That'll
we're generous.
do.
Action!
Welcome back to Coming This Summer.
Yeah, DreamWorks strikes again. And by strikes again, I mean they whiffed.
Swing and a miss.
Swung the bat around, and the bat smacked them right in the fucking face.
For the second time in less than an overall year, not a calendar year because it was last summer.
Overall year,
But
yeah.
they took a couple Pixar concepts and mishmashed them. This movie was Soul meets Inside Out.
Okay, Inside Out.
With a sprinkle of their own Boss Baby in there.
Yeah, they ripped off themselves.
It was the weirdest, like legitimately. If it was Soul, it was like the character has to come to grips with the thing that they fear to get on with their life and get a second chance. I mean, it was Soul with an imaginary thing friend that hates him at one point. You know what? It was Soul.
It's
the movie.
Pretty much the most by the numbers story that's ever storied before, and this is based off a children's book. By the way, that they thought they could stretch out into a 90-minute movie.
And then they do these like weird layered twists that are just.
So the movie starts, kid's afraid of everything, right? Especially the dark. The dark manifests himself into this actual entity, and they're all the night entities we get introduced to. There's like white noise, there's like dreams,
anxiety,
sleep, like doubt. Who's Elfo from Disenchantment? I'm pretty sure is the voice of like the little fly dude buzzing around.
I think so, yeah.
Which is the only redeemable thing in this fucking movie.
There's your Inside Out ripoff.
There's your Inside Out ripoff. We get all these colorful characters. It is the most by the numbers thing ever until they like twist in on themselves, like Bean was saying. Spoilers, kind of. This movie sucks, so we're gonna spoil the shit out of it. It turns out he's telling this story that you're watching to his daughter, who he now has as an older kid. This Orion character is our main kid. And we cut to the future where he's like basically Princess Briding the story to the kid, right? They're like telling the story so his kid isn't afraid of the dark anymore. And I'm like, why do you have to do that?
Not afraid anymore.
Do you hear me? I'm not afraid anymore.
Why'd you have to do that? Like, you could have just set it in this world where dark is a thing and all these night entities are a thing and, like, their rival is day because obviously. But then they, like, pull you out of the world. I was like, I say this all the time, but it's like, I was watching that. Why the fuck did you change the channel? I was watching that.
And now you're watching this.
You know? And it's like, I cared more about the front half shit about this kid who's afraid of everything going to school and, like, just being a rube rather than him hanging out with some fucking darkness, you know? Like, I don't care about that.
Plot twist.
Yeah. And then
I don't want the story to end like that, so I'm gonna tell the story.
Yeah. So they do it like it's like 3 layers removed. By the end of the movie, it's the daughter who's grown up, that the main kid whose daughter is the daughter of the main kid,
like
but now she's grown up,
now,
and it's the grandkid who's like getting told the story, and it's like, holy shit, dude. Did you like write this script, put it down to go to the bathroom, and someone else at DreamWorks is like, I could finish this? And then they pull out and it's her daughter. And it's like, I already wrote that, but for this character, it's like, well, the movie's being made, so it comes out tomorrow.
I want to see a pitch meeting for this, honestly.
Yeah, I think it was just such like an unmarketed. They dumped it on Netflix. It's awful. This movie gets probably like a 2 out of 10 from me. It sucked.
The critic score is in like the mid-high 80s.
Ugh.
But the audience score is on Rotten Tomatoes is in the mid 60s.
See, that's still too high. This should be
but do you see that there's already a 20%
There's already a difference.
Discretion. Yeah.
This needs to be like a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. The animation wasn't even special. Didn't even look great. Like, the character design
what they were
sucked.
Going for there.
Like, if I was a kid, I'd be like, man, I got to scoop up the toys of all those night entities, not, you know? Not in a million years would I ever want
the
those.
night entity toys.
That's what they're called. They're like they
I
like
know.
fucking.
I'm just saying, like the toy line. That would be really funny.
Yeah, like nah, none of their character
Mom,
models
did you get
were
me like social anxiety and
quiet.
depression?
Yeah.
Because
I need darkness. I need the darkness toy. Yeah. What were they going for with this movie, man? Nothing? Because they dumped it on fucking Netflix? I mean, Bad Guys was better than this. Puss in Boots was light years ahead of this. Trolls was better than this. Ruby Gillman was better than this.
Yeah.
Ruby fucking Gillman. And you know how we feel about that shit. Was better than this movie. Nothing redeemable. 2 out of 10. Garbage. Fucking garbage. No voice cast I cared about. The animation wasn't great. Yeah, what would you give this? I'm 2 out of 10. This movie sucked. Sucked on toast.
I liked the beginning and the core.
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
The setup that was going on.
They do
So
like
give it
Miss Marvel, like hand-drawn shit, you know, like all the cartoons are coming to life, like that he's sketching on the paper.
The concept's cool.
I'm
like,
into it.
Like dark
then-
feels bad that you're scared of it, so it. Wants
That's
to,
fine.
Like,
Just
I liked
do
the
him in dark,
concept.
though.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't
like,
do all
so
the other night entities bullshit, you know?
It just kept getting too big. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10.
Oh, wow. Oof. That's way too generous, in my opinion. They
I
set
think
up
the first half was decent.
Yeah.
It just falls apart.
Just falls apart. The
just-
first time
just-
they pull out and he's telling a story to his daughter, it's like, no. Like,
You're losing me.
why
and then
are
they
you
do it
doing
again.
this?
And
And
they're
then they
like,
do
"Hey,
it
let's
again."
Do it again.
It's like, why the fuck are you doing this? Like, your movie doesn't have to be a story somebody's telling. It's just a movie that's happening. I know it's already not real because it's an animated movie where darkness is a real thing. Like, who are you tricking? I don't fucking know. And they set up this daytime character. It's like, you got to get out of the way because I'm daytime and I'm going to fucking kill you. If you don't move, I'm going to kill you because that's just how I roll. You'll disappear forever. And then, like, darkness always has to be outrunning the daytime. And it's like, oh, are they going to, like, have this big, like, dark versus light fight at the end? No. Nope. Dark is just going to kill himself, basically, because no one likes him. What? What? The fuck are you doing? Why?
Yeah.
Why was this movie a thing? It fucking sucked, dude. This movie
And
sucked.
that's why you see why it got shipped right on.
Right onto Netflix. No theater release for this one. I wonder why. Because they phoned it in.
I'm
fucking
surprised it
A.
even got a Netflix release and didn't like end up on
DVD.
Peacock. You know what I mean? Like
straight to Walmart bargain bin. Fucking exclusive.
$5 right
yeah.
in there.
A Walmart bargain bin original.
It is here.
But we do see some cool monsters along the way, even though the CGI isn't that great. The special effects are pretty mid. I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10, even though it's like not good, not bad, average. Very middle of the road, average. I feel like that's pretty generous for this kind of show. If you liked it, fine. If you like Percy Jackson, the series, I would recommend